Hello viewers, I am Darshan Vagh and I am presenting on Nuego's journey, the illusion of joy in the motherhood. This is my academic information. So hypothesis for this presentation is to, despite the traditional glorification of motherhood as a source of fulfillment, the joy of motherhood by Gucci Michita reveals that motherhood can be oppressive burden shaped by societal expectations where women sacrifice personal autonomy yet receive a little emotional or material reward in return. My research question for this presentation is, how does the joy of motherhood expose the illusion of joy in motherhood by highlighting the sacrifices and struggles and societal pressure imposed on women? So, The Joy of Motherhood is a very famous work by Gucci Michita which explores the struggle of Nigerian women in patriarchal society, focusing on Nuigo's hardship. The novel explores themes like polygamy, gender bias, oppression, and women's objectification, highlight the restrictive societal norms that limit female autonomy. Through Nuigo's tragic journey, Imechita critiques the cultural constraints that prevent African women from achieving self-actualization and fulfillment. Motherhood as a cultural idea. So it is very common idea of motherhood in every culture that mother always provides, and in some sense it is misleading idealism can be seen in African society as well. So in African society, motherhood is also a central cultural idea which deeply linked to perception of womanhood and woman's identity. Motherhood are seen as custodians of tradition, responsible for passing down cultural knowledge, values, and customs to future generations. While celebrated, motherhood can also become a societal expectation that limits women's autonomy and forces them into predefined roles. The irony of motherhood in Imechita's novel. So the title itself, The Joys of Motherhood, is a quite ironical title which in a subtle sense satirizes the harsh realities of motherhood, revealing the sacrifices and struggles that overshadow any supposed joy. Motherhood demands relentless sacrifice from Nuigo, yet she receives little gratitude, challenging the myth of motherhood as inherently fulfilling. Motherhood as a blessing and burden. So, motherhood in Igbo culture is both revered as burdensome and shaping women's identity and societal roles. So, as we talk about the blessing in Igbo culture, it is quite common to see that the more children you have, the more respect you get. But on the other side, from that, women always have to suffer financially, emotionally, and through relentless expectations. As we see in the case of Nuigo, Imichita contrasts the tradition with modernity, revealing the clash between cultural norms and individual aspirations. The novel highlights the dual nature of motherhood, both a source of pride and a life of sacrifice. So, Nuigo's idealized motherhood. As we see the novel, initially Nuigo's view on motherhood is quite conditional and a source of joy, fulfillment, and social validation. Igbo tradition reinforces the belief that woman's worth is tied to bearing children, especially sons. As Emichita writes, she was going to have as many children as possible. That was one of the reasons she had accepted to marry a man who was relatively rich. So here Emichita is talking about the Nuigo, and as we unfold the novels or story, we get to see that Nuigo faces infertility, child loss, and strained relationship that challenges her idealistic perception of motherhood. The weight of motherhood. As we see the story of Nuigo, we see that in first she has sacrificed everything for her children, but at we come to the conclusion of the novel, we see that she did not get any appreciation because of her works and her sacrifices. As metaphor given in the novel, strong unbending tree is highlighting the immense weight of responsibility, and despite dying alone, Nuigo is posthumously celebrated for fulfilling societal expectation. The novel questions whether a woman can ever be valued beyond her role as a mother. Nuigo, a victim of traditional duty. So Nuigo is depicting the ideal image of traditional Igbo woman. And Nuigo is conditioned to believe that her value depends on her ability to bear children, shaping her life choices. Her decision to work is met with criticism, highlighting societal disapproval of a woman seeking financial independence. The novel challenges the romanticized view of motherhood by portraying the struggle, sacrifice, and burden woman faces. So, in conclusion, Buchi Michita's The Joy of Motherhood exposed the stark contrast between the idealized notion of motherhood and its harsh reality. Through the story of Nuigo, we get to reveal that so-called joy of motherhood is often as an illusion shaped by the societal expectation rather than personal fulfillment. Trapped in the society and duty, she finds neither recognition nor happiness, challenging the traditional glorification of motherhood. Emichita's novel ultimately dismantles the myth that motherhood guarantees no joy, offering a powerful critique of patriarchal structure that burden women with unrealistic roles. This is my references, and thank you very much.